Hey fam!
Let's be
3D.
Hey guys, welcome back.
fam. They're fam. They're not guys. They're fam.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
there's some
I
gals
probably
out there, so
insulted
that's-
all the women
Yeah, but-
listening to this.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing you. Go ahead.
Anyway, hey fam.
Sorry.
Please, Abby. Anyway, welcome to episode 20. This is episode number 20, guys.
Wow.
We are 20 episodes into this thing. Isn't that awesome?
So cool.
And how many are about our mission trips? Like,
75%
half.
at least.
18?
This is part 14, I think.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
14
goodness.
out of 20.
15. 15 apparently.
So 70%.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway,
Ridiculous.
well, we are very close to being done. I know
We
we're going to
are.
have a bonus episode or two, but this is the last
like
official.
in December.
Yeah,
Oh,
give 'em a
that
little
part I
break.
didn't know.
Yeah,
Give 'em
we
a
were
little
gonna
break
give
from
'em
the
a little
mission.
break.
Okay, sounds good. So this is actually
Give
the
myself
last.
a break. If y'all don't need a break, I need a break.
huh.
So this is the last official mission trip episode.
Yes.
Cool.
Bringing it home, baby.
Yes. And we are speaking about our concert tour week after finishing up teen camp. We did 7 concerts
Yes.
that week, and then we left for home.
Yes. So,
And yeah,
It's-
that
it's
was
kinda-
it.
this is gonna
this
be-
is gonna be really hard and bittersweet and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff because this was the last week we spent as a family in Serbia.
yeah.
So there were at almost every place we had. I would say we had students at 6 out of the 7.
I would actually 5 out of the 7. I would
5
say.
out of the 7.
Yeah.
Which one's
Well, actually, technically,
the
we
Negatine
had-
does
well,
count because of
Well, yes,
Lydia.
but I was talking about but it just hit me that I think Deborah was with us during this.
Debbie.
Yes. Wasn't
I
on
think
this
she came
concert
with us,
tour?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think she came with us.
I don't know.
On some,
Anyway.
on some of them, but I remember just Darko being with us
Yeah.
at Smederevo and Kovin.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
but
anyway.
hey, before we get into that.
Roll call.
Yes.
I'm Jacob. Hey.
I
Who are
was
you waving at?
waving at the mic. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
How you
Mike.
doing?
Mike's doing good.
That is one of the most annoying things. A little bit of a rabbit. That is one of the most annoying things as an engineer is when you spell mic, like the abbreviation for microphone, as M-I-K-E, the name. It should be
Nice.
spelled M-I-C.
Yes.
Just
Sorry.
a pet peeve. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. Now we know what offends sound people, apparently.
It's like
I'm
like a camel
Abby.
on-
Hey, everybody. Good to be here. Hope y'all having a dope day. A great
a
day.
dope day.
I felt like being
Wow.
gangster, but it didn't work. Hope you're having a great
It doesn't
day.
fit your personality.
Hope you're having a
Nope.
great day. Okay, nay.
That was cute.
Thank you.
Naomi here,
I try to sound happy.
and I'm actually not. Nothing's wrong with me.
Right.
time.
Yeah,
Well,
she's not
mostly.
hobbling.
I'm not. I'm surprised at how fast this knee is healing. Probably has to do with my diet.
Yeah.
But
no, really.
anyway, it's still a little swollen, but I'm moving around pretty good.
Yep.
You
can
only
bend
have
it now.
swelling because it's protection.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't. There are some things that I cannot do. Still modifying my workouts and stuff. But overall, it's better.
We like
Yeah.
taking walks
Good.
every now and then, and so she said she'd join me tomorrow if it's sunny. It's been rainy this week,
Yeah.
but so I was very
has.
happy because
It's
I
kind of
haven't
depressing.
been walking much because
I know.
I haven't had a walking.
Yeah, I've missed my
Buddy.
son because I have to be on the front porch because it's raining.
Right. But I do have to say,
I was about to
coming
sing a song.
soon,
To
fall
No.
weather.
Yes, it
That's-
is the
We're
first day of
super
fall
excited.
when we're recording this.
Yes. Happy
And it is
fall,
raining.
y'all.
But our meteorologist over here, Joshua, said that it's supposed to bring in a cool front. So I'm excited.
Exactly.
I
Yep.
am very
I'm ready
excited
to
about
wear
that,
flannel.
yes.
I'm ready
And
for that.
speaking
I'm
of
ready
Joshua,
Break
to
out the
wear-
flannel.
Hoodies and
Sweaters.
joggers and just
Pajamas,
sweatpants
basically.
are
That's
my
all that-
mode of,
Oversized shirts,
operation.
which-
No, I don't wear those actually.
Yeah.
Just
For-
not a fan of them. But that I'm nothing
I
against them.
totally
They look
agree with
great
you
on
there.
some people, but
Yeah.
I just
People think that's a fashion statement. I have no idea.
No.
why.
Joshua, don't offend
Because
anybody.
I like. Okay, no, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, but speaking of Joshua, hey, I was thinking, when we were talking about the kidding Jacob over there about the hey guys, hey fam, I was thinking the line in Fast and Furious. I don't got friends. I got
family.
Yes, because that's what we are. We are fam. Yes,
We are
Yes,
family.
I was thinking
exactly.
that same song.
So-
Anyway, let's jump right in here on these concerts.
could
Yes.
Cool. So breakdown of where we went really fast, and then we can talk about
They don't.
memories and stuff. Well, it does kind of matter.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we played in 2 new places, and then we've mentioned all the other places.
Right.
we've played.
Exactly.
We played in Niche in front of the what was that? The center thingy.
It was like a learning
niche.
center, like a kids learning center
Yeah,
or something.
I think so.
Not this year. That was 2017, dude.
It was
Oh.
the same place.
We
every
We
did it.
played at the church.
I know we played at the church, but I thought we did this too that night.
No, we did.
We did.
I'm pretty sure we
wait.
did.
We
Oh
did.
wait, we did. I totally forgot
Sorry,
about
Because
that.
I remember Darko taking a picture of us, and Tiana was sitting there, and we were all
Yeah, we
kind
were
of
setting up for the show and
We
everything.
played there
sitting
2
there
years
talking.
in a row.
We played there 2
Right.
years.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Shaw.
You're welcome.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
that reminder. Anyway,
You're
Cool.
welcome. Anyway, so we did that.
All right, now we
And
are
then
quoting TikToks.
We did Negotine again for the second year.
Yes.
did.
We did.
Yes. That's a really cool.
It is a really
Stage.
cool.
That
She had
is
the
one of my
gazebo-
favorite
gazebo type
places.
thing,
I
yeah.
love playing in city centers. And 3 of these concerts.
1, 2,
4.
3.
Actually, Niche counts too.
Okay.
It's not
1, 2, 3,
exactly
4.
a city center, but it's
Yeah.
out. It's more of a community thing. I
Mhm.
mean, I loved playing in churches, don't get me wrong, but really just getting to see you draw people in
Yes.
with unique music, American music.
Yeah.
I
I think we would honestly do a better job now because we know all these covers.
From
Right.
YouTube,
Yeah.
right?
We would have
We would have a ball. It would be
Yes.
It
amazing.
would
Mm-hmm.
be amazing. I miss
Anyway, so we played there, and then for the first and only time, we played in Smederevo.
Yes.
Smederevo is a suburb of Belgrade, right across the. It's the Sava. I think it's on that side of Belgrade.
Yeah.
Because there's an old fortress there.
Right.
That we actually got to go
Yes.
Explore.
take a look at
that.
it.
But that was before
Um,
we got to camp.
I think that was. Huh? No.
Bro, this was after.
We did. I think we did that
Man was
one
like,
day,
"Bro."
and then I don't remember if we did it the same day.
We did it.
Yes, we did it
that
the same day.
morning.
Oh, you're talking
slash
about something
afternoon.
else. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because remember, it was raining
I'm
pretty good.
interrupting. I should
Yes,
just keep my
I
mouth
remember
I
shut.
was
that.
lying.
There's actually a video on YouTube. It's in Serbian, but a news team
We have that
came
video.
down. Do we have that video?
I will post it tonight for you
Okay.
guys.
So,
Damn, we treat y'all
like
so
actually
special.
tonight,
We do.
or like when
Oh,
they listen to
yes.
this
When
tonight?
they listen to
Yes.
it. Because
Okay.
it won't make sense the day we record
Okay, so
this.
September 29th,
Yes.
they're gonna hear it. Cool.
When you are listening
It's in
to this.
Serbian, so you
No,
you
there's
have to-
English under. No,
No.
I take that back. I don't
Well,
remember.
when we're talking, you'll have to listen under the translator
Yes.
to
it's
hear
just
us.
cool.
But it's video of us performing and
Oh,
us
I
talking.
remember
It's a
this.
news team that
I
came
remember.
in.
That's Smederevo.
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 Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
remember that now.
Anyway, and then we played Kovin,
I
which
loved
was
Kovin.
Where was COVID?
near there, wasn't it? Or was it on
Yes.
the Pančevo side?
No,
Of
it was
Belgrade.
it was near.
Okay.
I remember that.
That was fun. There's some really funny memories
get
about
there.
that one.
Yeah.
And then we
Sheet.
played Sheet again.
Yes, this time it was in the city center. Not
Yes,
the
we
Yes.
played. Yes, I remember that.
Huge stage.
Yes.
Like
We were like 5
massive.
feet above
And we were like
everybody.
6 feet off the ground too.
Oh yes, I remember this.
And then the
I
Slavics
loved
came.
this.
Most of them.
Yes, I
yeah,
remember
was
that.
fun.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway.
fun. That was really good. And then we played Center Church,
Yes.
one of our favorite places to play.
That's my
Okay.
favorite.
That was fun.
Belgrade.
And we had like a dozen of our
I feel
campers
like
there.
we're missing a concert.
No.
Didn't we play
Mm,
at another church and it was like in the church yard basically? There was.
Are
a
you
stage.
think-
You're thinking
the
concert
Kovacica, and that was
between-
that was 2017.
No, I remember Donnie was there. He came and gave us. It was
That
the
was
last time we
Sheed.
saw.
Oh, that
him.
was Sheed. That
we
was
ate
after. Because after the
'cause
concert, we
ate
went back to the
afterward.
cheat.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm
We
mixing
went back to
things.
the church.
Yeah.
Sorry. After. Yeah.
It's okay. It's
After
been a while.
after the
Sorry.
concert.
I just remember the scene.
Yeah. After the concert, we went back to the
She
church and,
remembers
and
scenes.
fellowshipped with everybody.
Apparently. I
Yeah.
remember visual.
Anyway, and then we did
Not
Center
technical.
Church.
Yes.
And then we went to Ruski Kurstur, which is where the Getsons live.
Yes.
And we did a concert for them on
That was
top
awesome.
of this
Trailer.
truck trailer.
That was
thingy.
cool.
the
That was
most
fun.
Yeah, it was
interesting.
And
Because
if he was
whenever
our
we
translator-
vibed, we
That
were
was
bouncing
Oh,
the
man.
trailer.
Oh, when that bass hit, Lord.
Or when we would
You
all
felt
start tap, because we all kind of,
Oh yeah, on Squall
Tap our
Hunter, it was
foot.
like bump. I mean,
we were
just-
shaking the truck.
Yes.
It was fun.
It was
And
awesome.
then we stayed 2 days. How many days after Ruski Kurstur did we stay?
We
One.
I think 1, maybe 2, because we went up. Because some of us went up to the
Just
zoo.
one day, maybe
in
1.5.
Pančevo, right?
In Belgrade, we went back up to the Belgrade Zoo. We
I
hadn't been
don't-
there since the very
I
first
don't
year.
remember going to the zoo.
I went with Darko, and
I
what
don't
was
think
Annabelle's
I
father's name? Sasha.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait. This is when we were staying at Stephanie's house.
Yes.
Yes.
I did not go.
Isn't that
Josh and I
did
watched
not
the
go.
Swiss
Wait,
Family Robinson, right?
I did go, and that was a really
I
bad
went.
decision.
John Mark went.
I don't think Josh
I
went.
went.
Yeah, I don't.
Dad
think
didn't
went.
go.
Didn't we watch the Swiss Family Robinson together?
We might have.
It
but
was
I-
mostly guys, if I remember correctly.
I went. I
Annabelle
shouldn't
might have.
but I
Annabelle
went.
might have gone with us. I remember Sasha and Darko and Dad,
Mhm.
myself, John Mark.
I don't
Just-
think Justice went. I think it was you, Joe, Mike, and me.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think-
because we
remember
went
why
up.
I
We
didn't
wanted.
go.
They wanted to take us to the Belgrade Zoo. We hadn't been there
Yes.
since the very
And we
first year.
wanted
It was
to
kind
buy-
of cool because we went there the very first year.
Yeah.
In 2013, and then the very last
But
year.
we also wanted to buy souvenirs for our neighbors.
Yes.
Here in
For the
Tennessee.
Smiths.
Okay,
That's why you
I was,
went.
I was not a part
Because
of that.
you were gonna
Yeah.
get Chloe Smith, our
Yeah, I was
little
gonna help
neighbor
Dad
that lives
pick
across
out
the street.
souvenirs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't remember
That was
what-
a long day.
I went because I wanted to get
That's
you
why
know
I didn't
get out
go.
and stuff.
That's why I didn't
Yeah.
go.
Anyway, that's kind of a rundown. Anybody have any specific
Let's
memories?
start with niche.
Let's start with niche.
Yes.
Again, I love playing out in front of just the whole city, basically. Not the whole city, but you're playing outside. Of course, I love playing outside usually. Not all the time, but usually. And just seeing, drawing in a crowd and being able to not only play songs that they'll recognize, but also songs that point to Christ. And you're able to do that. Just Americans have such power over there for good or for bad.
Yeah.
And to be just so careful with that power that you have. I say power because that's the only word I'm coming up with. Influence that you
Influence, yeah.
have. And just so often we were able to use it to just draw others, at least open their eyes to see Christians, see Americans differently. I remember one lady, and I believe we got to see her this year. Maybe not.
You're thinking of Lola?
Yes.
Yeah, she
I
was
think
there.
because I remember Mama spent like 30 minutes to an
Mhm.
hour talking with her. And she was Russian, and she definitely had a negative view of Americans. And I don't remember exactly why, but just we had met her in 2015, I believe.
Yes.
And almost each year after that, we got to see her at least once or just say hi or something like that. But 2018, Mom actually, this was when we were in Niche and we were walking around, probably visiting
Yes.
the fortress or something. I don't
I
remember exactly,
think we'd just gone into the center to
but
hang out and eat and stuff.
Mom got to sit down and talk to her, and she just really opened up to Mom. And, that's just a beautiful way to minister to people.
Yeah.
And I really feel like we've mentioned this before, but that our years in Serbia are years ministering to people who may be hostile to Christians, who may be hostile to Americans, like not like hostile, but like just a negative view.
Viewed askance.
Yes, very skeptical, very closed off. Is that it prepared us for what we do now. And, many of y'all know we play wherever they let us play, but we don't. I mean, we might play more covers at a bar and grill than gospel songs, but our message, our light doesn't change.
Exactly.
And we're not going to hide that we are who we are, and that we believe in who we believe in. And, I think Serbia prepared us for that, we weren't going to say one thing, play one thing on a Sunday morning, and then play a totally different thing on a Monday night or a Saturday night. And it's just, I think it's opened a lot of doors for us. And I'm just so thankful that we had that preparation. Anyway, so
for sure.
That's
the same
my
thing
thoughts about.
And the same thing
memories
happened
of
at
Niš.
Negotin.
Yeah.
Smederevo was different, but Niš, Negotin, Kovin, Šid, and Ruski Krstor, so 5 out of the 7 were outside.
Yes.
For outreach, and this may be a little bit more of an overview, but the idea that we would play songs to bring in a crowd and then be able to sing Christian songs, sing gospel songs, and share the gospel with them.
2018 was really the year where we kind of branched into the pop world. 2018 and 2019, in 2018 we learned "Let Her Go."
Yes.
2019 we learned "Mean" by Taylor Swift. It just kind of opened up our world to a different style of bluegrass. Definitely still using bluegrass instruments, but I remember playing "Let Her Go" at Smederevo.
Yes.
Šid, actually. It was Šid. It was on the big stage.
Yes.
Anyway, and that was really cool. I mean, of course, I'm more of a variety person when I listen to music.
Right.
And I definitely pull from just any style I want
to
in my singing. So it was really cool to start adding that in to our music. And so that was just the beginnings, but definitely cool vibes to play on stage and draw in some more people and people singing along and stuff like that.
For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Smederevo was...
talk about just Negotin. I remember we met like a Russian lady. This was closer to the... Not a Russian lady.
East.
It was
close to the
closer
Romanian border.
To the Romanian border. Thank you. And the family...
It's to the right. I think the right is east.
Negotin, of course, we've mentioned before, we always got to see Lydia, who was a student in 2014.
And her family.
She had a brother named...
Marco.
And her mother.
There was a younger brother, too.
Oh, Lord.
There was a younger brother. I remember that. I just mainly
I can't remember the younger brother's name.
We'd always get there like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, we'd get there early afternoon so we could fellowship and stuff.
And we were playing ping pong.
Yeah, Marco's a nasty ping pong player.
We were crazy back in that room.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It up.
It was fun to fellowship.
And then we'd go get pizza after. It was awesome.
And ice cream.
Ice cream. Seriously, I think we may have mentioned this before, but just the cool thing.
Chill.
The cool thing about ice cream over in Serbia is each town makes their own.
Yes.
Each shop. Yeah.
So like if
it's not
in
like
a big
everybody
city,
has Bluebell or something.
Right. I mean, you can get like there's what was the little. They called the name of the thing was Quattro, but I forget who made it. But
yeah, they sold ice cream.
They sold mass-produced ice cream. But if you went to an ice cream shop, most towns had one. Some of the larger cities had multiple. 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I remember Belgrade had like 5 different ones.
Obviously.
But each shop had their own recipe for making ice cream.
Exactly.
I mean, it was all basically the same, and some of the larger ones had greater varieties of flavors and stuff.
They had like common flavors.
Yeah.
One of my favorite was rum.
Yes, and it was actually rum flavored, I think.
Yeah,
if I
It was
remember
good.
correctly.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah, they had hazelnut, chocolate, vanilla, lemon.
There was another one of my favorite.
They had one
Kinder.
Kinder.
Plasma was good
Yeah.
Plasma was
They had
ridiculous.
Kinder, which
So
is like made. It's like
with Kinder bars.
yeah, they sell them over here now.
Yeah.
We never
It's
used
a
to see them
German-
over here. It's a German chocolate,
company because
like
guess
Snickers.
what? Kinder is children in German.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Yes,
stuff
you
like
didn't know
that.
that?
I mean, it's
no,
so
I
good.
don't take
Yeah.
language. Thank you.
But Smederevo was interesting because it was in a theater. This was
Yes.
our one
Right.
and
yes.
only
Yes.
theater style show. This was in
Yes.
it's about the size, I'd say it would have seated we didn't have this many people. We only had about 150 200 people, but it would have fit 700-800.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dude,
it was
really?
in the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Too.
That
it was
was
their
cool.
So
it was
it
their
was a major
their
like
It was
big
cool.
theater.
Yeah.
And of
thing.
course, that's where the TV
Yes.
company came
Yes,
in
yes.
and did
Yes.
interviews. I not interviewed actually. I think I might have been interviewed a little bit.
I think
but
she talked to everyone, but
They used Jacob's,
they used mom,
Naomi's,
they
and
used mine, and I think they used yours.
actually
Naomi.
Wait, but Justice. I think Justice is in it. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
mom's. For like
Is
a
he
little
in
bit.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. I haven't watched
I,
it in a while.
I kind of shied away from that, honestly.
Well, the reporter was really
The
nice.
reporter was
she was
really- she
funny
was very
too
sweet.
because she
Was
wanted to
very
follow
nice.
us on Instagram, and we told her our name. And back then it was the.family.sowell.officially, and she's like, "Why is it so complicated?" It was funny.
That's funny. And we were
Yeah.
like, well, we wanted to make it unique. I
Yeah.
guess.
But anyway, I remember that
Now
the
it's
theater
family
setting was really cool.
officially.
Yeah.
So
and
much
the
simpler.
cool thing was that I don't know if it was the guy that ran the facility or something, but he was talking about inviting us
Yeah, I
next
remember that.
year
Next year.
to do whatever festival they do.
He loved
And-
Orange
oh,
Blossom
he
Special.
did.
He'd always wanted to hear that song live
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he was familiar with country music and stuff because of that
And
festival.
was Abby
Yeah.
playing it or was John Mark
No,
playing
John Mark.
it?
By
No,
then,
John
John
Mark
Mark
was
was
playing
playing
it by then.
was the year John Mark started playing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
So, but of
Because
course,
there's still a
that never
video of
worked
you
out,
playing it
Yes.
on the IBMA youth stage in 2017. I think.
Yes.
Anyway,
Mm.
that's a
That
rabbit.
ship has sailed.
So
I couldn't play it now, even if I wanted to. I'm just saying.
Not at the speed we play it at.
I've
no
not
offense.
really. Wow. I haven't played it in like 3 years, 4
Yeah.
years. 4 years.
Wow. Anyway,
so
but I remember that he did
Yeah.
want
We
us
broke
to
up.
come. I think it was
Fiddle
going to
and I
be.
broke
It wasn't in the summertime. It
Right.
was in like October.
September.
September.
It was September.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that obviously
And
never came to
This
fruition,
was the
but it was
concert
really cool.
that the Russian lady. She was our guide at the fortress.
Oh,
and
Yes.
But she gave us some,
That got us
Yes.
in trouble later.
trinkets.
Yes.
And we'll talk
We'll
about
More
get
that
to
later.
that.
Naomi problems at the airport
More
that never
on
go
that.
away. Anyway,
More on that later, but I remember that.
yes,
yeah.
she gave us it's Peter.
The Great,
Yes,
something like,
like little silver, not silver, but anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Little statue.
we toured the fortress there and
Yes.
walked around the town and stuff. And one of my favorite memories from that day was there was a blind street musician.
that. Yeah.
And
Yes.
he
Oh
was
my
I remember
really
that.
good.
He was really
And
good.
so we went over and listened to his music, talked to him a little bit, and then y'all sang "Speak Love" for him.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember
And he
that.
was
I
like
remember
crying.
Didn't
was
we
really sweet.
in Belgrade go to an orphanage?
Yes, I was gonna mention
yes.
that.
But we're not there yet.
We're not there.
yet.
You were
Actually,
in Covine.
wasn't it before? Was it before Covine or was it before Sheed? Because you remember
It was
Alexander, the Baptist.
Yeah,
Association
guy,
whatever.
He took us out to lunch.
That was the day because that night we played at Centaur. So we were in Belgrade.
That was before the Belgrade Church
Okay.
concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
so on to Covine. Remind
Yes.
me what Covine was.
Covine
This
was
is
this
a-
little town. I mean, little. They call them villages.
We
call 'em
had,
towns.
like,
whatever.
the
It was.
little
We're right in
canopy.
front of the bar. Remember?
Oh yeah,
And
Naomi just told me that and I forgot. And so yeah,
Because the guy
Now I
offered us
know.
a drink after. Lord,
yeah.
I said, "We'll
we
take
were
a
like,
Coke."
yeah, we'll
Well,
take
all the
coffee
Bulls-
and water.
all of
and
us were actually back then. Of course, all of us are old enough to drink here right now in the States. But back then we were all old enough to have a beer. 18
in
and up.
Serbia
Right.
because Abby and I were 18.
By Serbian rules, anyway.
Yes.
Serving girls.
Yeah.
But we were like,
Anyway,
"We'll
that
take
was an
water,
amazing
thank
audience.
you."
That was.
Because
I
we
remember
were kinda
coming
getting
back.
tired.
Remember what we told Mom
Yeah,
coming
we're like,
back?
we love playing for drunk crowds.
I'd rather play for a drunk crowd than a dead
because they
crowd
were like
any day.
whooping, hollering, loving the music and stuff. Anyway, but we had been. It was we. This sounds really bad, but we needed that kind of crowd engagement because we were
Right.
getting tired just from the emotional stress
Oh,
of
sure.
it being our
Yeah.
last trip. And Darko was with us, so we were telling him because he didn't know all the troubles that we were having. There
Right.
had been major miscommunication. He had brought our idea to the board, and they had moved on with it without telling him. So we were having conversations.
Well, he was
with
also
him
in the process of
moving up. being
He was
promoted.
being promoted.
Yeah,
Well,
And
he
so he wasn't
definitely
really
wanted to
in
talk
charge
to
of
us. I
the-
remember he wanted to.
yeah,
talk
we
to
did
each
that
of
in
us.
Belgrade, but just those conversations over meals and stuff, and so
Yeah.
it wasn't. We were having fun playing the concerts and stuff, but there was still that underlying issue that we were trying to address, and Darko was trying to get all the information he needed as team leader and stuff like that. So we needed just
exactly.
that complete, just that thrill of a live crowd that's really into your music, whether they know that they are or not.
Right.
It was still
It's
a
still
fun night.
fun.
It
It's
was
still
fun.
fun.
And then we went to Sheed, which is the big outdoor
Yes.
stage.
Yes.
Like seriously, like romp stage.
Yeah.
almost.
We were like 5-6 feet
it
off
was
the ground.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's pretty
and
high.
Of course, it was evening time, so the sun was setting. It was really pretty.
Yeah, and then the
Um,
Slavics,
Yeah.
Daria, Esterka,
Yeah,
Tabitha.
they were dancing.
and we met their older sister too. She was with them,
Yeah.
so we met
Yes.
all four sisters.
And then Donnie
Mhm.
surprised
they
us.
surprised us by showing up.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was there.
He and
Irina was with him.
Elena and
Right.
her dad brought him to the concert.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
special.
It was
Just
cool to see
fun
Arena
times.
too.
yes.
So that was fun, and that was where we said goodbye to Donnie.
Yes.
because that was the last
That was the
time
last
we
time
saw
we
him.
saw him.
Yes.
And then, did we see Irena again, or did we say goodbye to her? again?
Yeah.
Naomi and I saw Irina when we went to Serbia a couple years ago, but other than that,
for
yeah.
this year,
For this year, yes,
that was
that
the
was it.
last
Thank
time
you.
we saw.
So we
Sorry.
said goodbye to Irena and stuff
Yes.
like that.
I have a question.
Yes.
I might
Sorry.
have an answer.
Okay, so did we ever see Danica at one of our concerts?
I
Danica
want to say,
Niche, maybe?
oh Lord, I totally forgot about Leskovats.
Oh, yeah.
Abby,
Holy
you
my
were right.
goodness.
We did miss a concert.
Yes.
Leskovats, because
Leskovats.
Marcus
That was
there.
that was in between kids and teen camp. I knew I was missing something. That was Sunday. Remember? It was a Sunday night. Masha came.
Did we do Sremska Mitrovica between and Leskovac? That doesn't sound right.
No.
And we did.
I think Leskovac was Sunday night.
Before kids camp. Maybe.
Leskovac was Sunday night,
Yes.
right after camp. Right
Yeah.
after teen camp.
He's right.
Leskovac was Sunday night.
Because
we
Theodora
played it
was
at
with
Nish's
us.
church, then we went to Leskovac, then we played Nish the
Monday.
Monday night
Yes,
Okay.
in front of the
because
people.
after
Yeah.
Niche, we ate at that restaurant with Theodora, Diana.
Pizza.
Remember,
Right.
it was that really cool lodge looking like they had the deer heads.
Oh
and the,
no, that.
Oh Lord.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
I totally
I
forgot
remember
about that.
that.
It's
Yes.
been so long.
I do remember. I thought
Wow.
you were
I
talking
remember
about
that.
pizza,
Funny.
'cause we did.
Okay,
eat
should
pizza
we go
there,
back
too.
and talk about Leskovats?
Oh,
I mean, if
yes.
y'all
we
Yeah,
wanna
we
touch
need to.
on it.
This one was
was-
cool.
This was
You'll have to
the
remind me.
most. This was probably one of the coolest places we ever played at because
Yeah.
this is a gypsy church. Okay, these guys. So Serbians tend to be very like we talked about. You know, they don't get very emotional and
Right.
into, especially in their church services. It's fairly low, not low key like.
Not stiff.
Not stiff, but they're not very exuberant.
These guys were
These
a little more
guys-
spirit filled.
Oh goodness, I mean they were so much fun.
Not in a bad way,
but
but they were a lot of fun.
But what was funny about this one was I popped a B string. I want to say, like in the middle of the concert or maybe it was an E. No, it was an E because I changed it because I didn't have an E string available or something like that. So I changed it to a B string. So I played with like 2 B strings.
Yeah.
But no, for the first time during Orange Blossom Special, I popped an A string.
Oh,
That was crazy.
I thought I remembered you breaking
I
2
remember that
strings.
now.
Yeah, I mean
It was great because
but
it was hot.
It was
Yes.
still so fun.
It was
though.
pretty steamy in the room.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Masha
but
was there, Debbie was there, and I think
Yes.
Teodora was there.
Teodora was there because I rode with her and Darko.
Yes.
Yes.
And Tiana was there
Oh,
with
Lord.
us
was
because
there.
she came with us.
Driving. He's
Oh,
going
Tiana
120. I'm like,
rode with
bro.
us.
Yes.
What,
She
I
would
remember
she rode
that.
she rode around whenever we would go somewhere. She decided to hang out with us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiana.
Tiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Because it was her last year. 'Cause
Yeah.
She was with us at
Yeah.
Niche too because I remember eating with her.
Yeah.
We
Pizza, like
we
lunch.
ate at the lodge place, but then after Niche, we always ate at the pizza place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the name of it? It wasn't Carrabba's.
They
That's the
had-
Italian restaurant here.
I don't remember.
They had
Cara
really cool
something.
crust where they had like little hot dog
hot
pieces
dog.
wrapped in
Caribas?
crust. Remember
No?
that?
maybe.
That's-
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
know.
And then we
It
always
was
went
good
to the
stuff.
same ice cream
How
shop
do you
too.
get
Yes.
to Abby's heart? You give her pizza and ice cream. Just kidding.
Wow,
Wow.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Anyway.
why I asked
Okay,
about
back to Sheep.
Donitsa,
Back around to
why
Sheep.
when I mentioned Donitsa,
I
that-
think she might have
Was she-
come to Belgrade.
Well, it hit me. I don't remember, but it hit me. She lives now, I believe, in Leskovac, like
Oh,
permanently or
really?
whatever.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
cool.
And so then I started thinking about Leskovac, and then I went,
we
"Wait
played
a minute,
there.
We played there.
Anyway, well, quick, cool story about Donitsa is she texted me and she's like, I don't know if you remember me. I'm like, girl, I remember most of my students. But anyway,
Oh yeah,
she's going to music school now.
Awesome.
She's playing.
Awesome.
She went from guitar. She went from ukulele to guitar. So she's going based on guitar, but she wants to learn piano. And I'm pretty sure she does some singing too. But I'm like,
how about that?
yeah, because she
Yeah.
wasn't like
Awesome.
one of the crazy good students. I know that sounds really bad. She
was
wasn't
was
the
very
ones
low
that
key
took.
too.
yeah.
She wasn't very.
But she practiced.
Oh, yeah.
That was her. Like she would practice to get it right and get her picks and stuff. So I
awesome.
thought that was because like she texted me
yeah,
like
because she
earlier
used
this
to.
week.
Well, if she lives in Leskovac now, she didn't live in there anymore. But she used to live right.
she would visit
There.
her grandma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her
The-
grandmother lived.
Is
She
it
was
that way we
the-
would get the eggs?
No.
that's
That was a
not the
different
same-
farm?
That's
Different
not the
farm.
same.
Never mind.
Well, anyway, so but
It was
yeah,
just really cool.
that's what
I
brought
love
that
getting
up,
messages
anyway.
like that and keeping up with our
Yeah.
students.
Yeah.
And then Center Church.
Yes.
Wait,
Sure.
the
We had not
orphanage
played.
first.
That
Where
was,
was-
We did-
that morning.
That was that morning.
Yeah.
We did-
I'm trying to. I can hardly remember.
Oh,
that,
there
though.
was.
No, but we played. It was at this really
goodness, I wanna
colorful
say there was
room,
like 80.
and
yes.
we met because we had
Okay.
pictures of Jamark and Justice with the 3 kids.
Yes.
So we didn't actually play a lot of music. We
No.
just kind of
Yeah.
once 'cause
Kinda
after the
hung out.
music, we kind of just hung out with the kids and talked. And we met that other missionary.
We didn't
couple.
do any crazy stuff like we did in Romania, did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
I don't remember.
It
It's
really,
been a
we didn't.
while.
There were only a few kids that really stayed around to talk with us.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we played like 5, maybe 6.
I remember
songs.
now. It was in the big room
Yes.
with the they had all kinds of like stage decorations
Right.
lying around.
Yes.
I remember now.
Yeah,
I
and
can
Abby's
see it in my
right.
mind
we
now.
didn't. We played about 5 songs, and
Yeah.
then most of the kids left, but those that stayed, we took pictures with, talked with. You know, we were there like a
Autographed.
couple hours.
Yeah. I remember now. I remember now.
We have a picture of Justice and
With
like
the-
5 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
It was just a lot of
I
fun.
Yeah.
I remember it now. I see it.
So we did
And
that
then-
that morning.
We did.
Yes.
And then
Center Church.
Alexander apparently is his name. I know his face, but I never
Yes.
could remember his name.
Yes.
He took us out to
To
I
eat.
don't know
for
his
lunch,
face.
yeah.
So I mean, you're like one step ahead of me.
If we showed you a picture,
You
would
would
know
recognize
who it
because
is.
he was at Kurpanya.
Yes.
and
That's when we
Smederevo,
first
And
met him. Yeah.
then he met us in Belgrade.
Yes.
So Belgrade Center Church. We
Love
hadn't played
playing
there
this place.
since 2016.
Yep.
It was
Yes.
obviously one of our favorite places
Oh,
to play.
Donko
Yeah.
is
Amazing.
amazing.
So awesome.
Love that
But
guy.
they-
This is where we had like the most students.
Oh,
Yeah, we had
a
a
ton
dozen.
of students.
Oh, it was crazy.
all
the
sat,
whole
like, near
Isako,
the front.
the whole Isako family came,
Yes.
except
Which is
for
so
except
funny.
for Mark. I
Yeah,
don't think Mark was
because
there.
the first time we met Mark, I had no
the
idea
two
who he
brothers
was.
Weren't, the two
Not- it was just the
oldest
girls.
brothers.
It's just the girls.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I don't think Hannah was there either.
No, Hana was not at that one. She was at Ruski.
Okay.
Chris whatever.
Okay.
Most of the Isako family.
It was
there.
it was Gabi and like the younger girls.
Yes, but
And
they
mom
did,
and the
but,
mom and dad.
but
Mr. and Mrs. Isako.
no,
came.
they didn't
they
come to
were
that
there
one.
at
They
Risky
came to
Crystal.
He's
Risky
right.
Crystal.
He's right, because that's where we met.
I think it was just Gabi and the
the-
two.
Then who drove
that
them?
Went the.
I don't know.
I believe
were
they
with
came
Sarah.
with Emma's dad, because Emma's
Okay.
dad picked up. You remember he came and picked up Emma and Anastasia,
from
Diana,
Merch AFC.
Gabi, and
Yes.
bring them
Sarah
to-
Karats and brought them.
Oh, okay.
So like Emma's dad.
Because then we went into
Bust
Panchovo
kids.
and
Yeah.
ate ice cream.
Yes.
Yes.
So Emma's
Remember
dad busts
Our-
kids from
our
Merch
MO.
AFC to make
Play
the concert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Eat somewhere.
Because Emma
Eat
was
ice cream.
there, Diana was there,
Anastasia,
Anastasia was there,
Steffi, which surprised me. I was not
Steffi was
expecting
there.
this year. But it was
the
cool.
Surfezis were there.
Oh
maybe?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Who-
because
Well, that's their church.
Who's that?
that's
He's an
their
elder
church.
in their church. The Surfez, Sasha, Annabelle,
Okay, yes.
That's
And,
who we stayed
I
with.
don't know their
We
last
stayed
name.
with them.
Vanessa?
Bozgeski
oh,
was there.
Yes. Who else was there?
Sarah Gabi's friend.
Sada,
Yes.
Karats,
was
yes.
there.
Dang, there was a lot.
We
There
had
was
a
of
lot.
people. It was
Anyway, so we did our music stuff. They
Yes.
did the fog machine again, I believe.
We did Take Me Home Country Roads.
Yeah.
That's Duncan's
and
favorite song.
during Orange Blossom Special, all the students and anyone, I guess, there were some people who had no idea what they were doing. They just wanted to have fun. But they did the line dance that we taught them
Yes.
at camp during Orange Blossom Special. It was super fast, but they did a great job. and
Yes.
It was
So
super
was
But
a lot
also,
of fun.
this was the only time we were able to see Yakov. Because
Right.
again, he was
Yes.
dealing, like we mentioned in
I
an
remember
earlier
that.
episode, he had the issue with the eye, but he was able to come out, and then he ended up
translating,
which was so
That's funny.
cool.
Yeah.
And he's just
Yeah.
again, he's just such a cool guy, and always, he's probably, he and Donnie are probably
They're probably
the
our
most-
closest,
yeah. So
closest friends. At least
Anyway,
for the guys.
and
anyway.
from
I was
there
about to
we
say.
from there we went to Panchovo because we were
Yes.
staying with
we were staying with Annabelle's
and her family.
Yeah.
And what was so sweet was Steffi. She, we were staying in like her apartment because her parents were in Austria
Right.
yes.
and her brother's in college or medical school. So she's been
In
staying
Austria.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so Steffi travels around, and when she's in Serbia, she stays with her uncle.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
because see that building is actually 3 different flats,
Right.
3 different apartments,
Mhm.
and her grandfather,
Yes.
they live in the bottom one. They actually own the place,
Right.
and then Sasha and his brother, the one that Steffi's father,
Yeah.
the one that's in Austria, they live in the 2.
Yes.
Sasha and his family live in the second floor, and Steffi's family lives in the top floor.
Right. But it's mostly
So-
hers because she's usually there.
Right,
alone.
because she's the only one there.
But she fixed it up for
decorated
us.
it,
Yeah,
left us
so
gifts on
awesome.
all the beds,
Yeah.
and it was just super sweet
Yeah.
It was.
It was awesome.
So we stayed there, and
that
then
night. And then we drove to Ruski.
Well,
Ruski
before
store.
that, in the
Store.
morning, before we went over
Arcade.
to
Just say arcade.
Ruski Crystal, we hung out with Emma, Anastasia.
Yeah.
Yes, we listened
and
to
Stephanie.
like music and stuff. Oh, and that's where Jamark had his bike accident.
Right.
Yes.
This is a funny
Yes.
story.
And
I
this
was-
lady, was she?
Well, what happened
No.
was
I can't
he
remember
was-
if she was cussing him out or if she was
No,
asking him
what
what was
happened
wrong.
was so he decided to. They were riding bikes with Annabelle and Taya,
Yes.
Yes.
Emma's sister, and we were hanging out with the older ones, Anastasia, Emma,
Obviously.
I don't
I
think
think-
Diana was there.
I don't
think it was-
remember.
I think
No,
so.
Diana
No,
was.
She was there?
Diana
Oh, yeah.
was there.
Okay.
Anyway, we were
And then
hanging out
Steffi.
with them. Yeah,
How?
talking, just hanging.
Well, we had
out.
a Bible study thing because y'all
Yeah.
video called Issy and Dory and
yeah.
that kind of thing.
So
Yeah.
we were doing like a
We had,
Bible
like, a little
study
picnic
thing.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and had a picnic. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, so Jamark and Justice
That's
were with the younger kids. And apparently what happened is he was riding Annabelle's bike and he crashed into a parked car. And he ended up, it was an interesting little like star-shaped divot in
I
his chin.
remember that.
It wasn't as bad as his accident out here.
No.
Where he saved a kid's life.
Yeah, where he slammed on the brakes and flipped. But
I saved your life, kid.
He crashed into the parked car, and the lady who owned the car apparently saw it from the
Yes,
window
yes.
and came out yelling at him in Serbian.
Yes. And then
And he came up and she saw his chin was all bloody and stuff, and she felt really, really bad. So she like took him into the house, gave him like some water and cleaned up his stuff and anything. So it was
Man,
super sweet.
Awesome.
But it was kind of funny. So he had
was
that
funny.
for the concert.
Yeah.
And Mom's like, great.
It's like,
It was funny.
Thank you, Jim.
Oh, that was awesome.
Also,
Yeah, Mama did not like us getting, scratches and scrapes and stuff before.
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's like right before you had to do that right before a concert.
Right before a concert.
Thank you.
Anyway.
This is why we don't ride motorcycles or 4-wheelers.
Yes. And it's why we probably shouldn't be playing football. But anyway.
Naomi does it.
Naomi's
I'm
the only one that
serious.
gets hurt anyway.
I just do what they do ishly, but more calmly.
Yeah.
I don't really get hyped up.
Anyway,
about
so
football.
that's also what?
But also, I remember somewhere with Emma, we were walking. I think we were walking around Panchevo. I don't remember when this was in the week.
It was after ice cream.
Yeah,
Because
it was after the
super late.
Center Church.
No. were staying
No, maybe I thought it was during the daytime. Anyway, we passed by Emma's school. She was showing us all her class.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yes,
this.
that was at night. That was after Center Church. We went for ice cream.
Okay. Don't touch me.
Anyway, you were saying,
But-
sorry.
She was showing us her class pictures and stuff like that. And of course, Emma was someone we really got to know well in 2018. We hadn't always gotten along with Emma just because she's come from, I would say she came from a rough home, and she has, she puts up walls.
Yeah.
And so you might feel like in the beginning it just felt like she was
She's a very tough cookie.
tough cookie, tough nut to crack, and just like it was hard to get really close without feeling like, okay, you're crossing lines here, or it just, I don't want to. I feel like she's going to be listening to this.
Oh,
wanna
she
say
knows.
We
very
love you,
nicely.
Emma. We really do love you. I
But we
promise.
really got to know her well in 2018
Yeah.
and just see a different side of her and her open up, and
Yeah.
which was just really cool. One of my highlights of 2018. Anyway, so she was talking about her class, and she could name off every single one that was on drugs and every single one that did this or that. And just like
Wow.
it hits you again, just the reality of what those kids live under and what I'm sure many kids live under in the US.
Yeah.
And just, we never went to public school.
No.
And so we don't have that context, but being able to get close to some of those kids who that's their reality
Yeah.
is that there are people who are on drugs, there are people that hate Christians, hate God, as classmates, as peers, as people they're around every single day.
Yeah.
And just the reality of it hits you, and it gives you just more grace to give to them, and realizing and just also being thankful that, yes, I believe that if any of us are put in that situation, that God will give us the strength, but also being thankful that, wow, I don't have to live under that. I don't have to live there. I mean, not as braggadocious, not as I have a better life than you, because we all have our crosses to bear and our hardships to bear, but that just makes you grateful for the Christian atmosphere many of us can live around, but not everyone has that. Not everyone has that encouragement daily, or those peers that will lift them up. They have peers that are set out to tear them down. Anyway, so getting to see that Emma open up about that was really cool. So on to risky. Now on to risky.
Risky costura.
Yes. So we left in the morning, right?
Yes.
Because we ate before at their house and after
yes.
at their house.
I remember that.
But I don't remember why, but I was not feeling good that day. Like it would come in waves.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad, but my immune system had been compromised earlier that year because I had the flu,
Right.
which was the sickest I'd ever been. I was scaring Abby at night with my coughing. I would cough so
She
hard I was
scared me.
shaking the bunk.
I'm like,
Anyway, it was worse than pneumonia just because I was the fatigue part.
Yeah.
I cannot stand being fatigued. So I was kind of feeling just
it's like your daddy.
I was just feeling tired, but I was excited, to hang out with the Getsons and stuff like that.
Right.
So just that is a preface to what happens after. But anyway, the concert was amazing.
It was
and we
awesome.
got Hannah was there.
Yes,
Hannah
got to
was
see
there,
Hannah again.
which was a lot of fun because her and Issy and Dory together, it's just
Crazy.
it's bound to be a great time.
Yeah.
And Dina was there.
Yes, the
who-
Zakoviches.
yes. So we met
Yes, that was
her
fun.
older
was-
brother and younger sister.
For
So
those
we
who
met
don't
her
know,
family.
Dina was a
Star Moravitsa.
Strata Motor
Yes.
student
It's the
She-
last year.
last year,
Yes.
2017.
So we were like just getting to know her, and so it was cool to meet her whole family.
Yeah.
And she got to see
Yeah.
a much longer concert than
yeah,
Moravica.
Yes.
And we hadn't seen her in a couple years too. So
a year.
A year.
A year.
But
That's
Cool to
right, because
see
we
her
did
again.
it.
And
we
then-
had a good fellowship. We stayed up till like midnight.
Oh Lord,
I think.
yes.
It was fun.
Because they came over with us back to the Getsons' house.
Yeah.
And so we were just hanging out. And we kept saying, like, we're going to leave and stay another hour or whatever. And something we can backtrack, but I just want to say this before I forget. We were driving away and someone forgot something.
The
I think
bathroom
it
bag.
was-
The bathroom bag. We
yeah.
forgot the
I don't
bathroom
know
bag.
who it was.
Guys.
So I think Daddy, because he's driving, he's closest one to the door. So he hops out to go grab it. And Abby and I like scramble out of the car and go tackle Issy and Dory.
One more.
Oh,
one
that was
last hug.
something
One
else.
more hug.
That was something else because we did forget the bathroom bag and
Hey.
we're driving off down the street and Jovica calls Darko and tells him that we forgot it.
Yeah.
So we stop and Jovica brings it
Yes.
to
Yeah.
us.
Anyway, but that was
Because
just
Darko
funny.
and I were in his vehicle and Dad was driving the
Yeah.
van.
we got to
Anyway.
see Hannah. We got to see Dina and her family. The Getsons. We got to see the most of the Isakovs.
Yes.
We got to see Snezhina and her husband.
Yes.
Yes.
We got to see what's her name? Oh, Lazar and Isabella. Isabella's sister
Yes.
and
Yes.
her husband. They seriously look alike.
Aren't they
Except
twins?
the
I
hair
believe
color.
they are twins.
Aren't they twins?
Yes.
They are.
They choose to. They're like identical twins, but
they choose
each
to
choose
be
hair
different.
colors.
Look
Yes.
different.
So
They
They
separate.
changed
to
their
look
hair
different.
colors.
Yeah.
I believe
But-
that if they dressed identically and had identical hair, that they'd be
Yeah.
identical.
But
It's scary.
It was so cool to see everybody and fellowship afterwards. This was like a first time in Ruski Kirstu.
Yes.
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 Because
Because this was
Arcade.
the Getsons'
to have like an
hometown.
yeah.
Yes.
Because see, when we first met them in 2013, they were living in Kraljevo,
Right.
and they were missionaries
Yes.
Yes.
there. But this is where they were from.
Yes.
Um,
And they moved
Jovica's-
back.
Jovica's parents lived in Ruski Kursur, and Katarina's parents lived 2 villages down in Srbobran.
Yeah.
I think it's in Srbobran. I could be wrong, but down that
That's right.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
So all their family is
Up
up here.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
this area.
they moved back that year, or was it 2019 that
I
they
was
moved back?
believe it was
2017.
2017.
Okay,
that
so they
moved
had
back.
like just moved back, so it
Yes.
was
Yes.
like him continuing his ministry because they were building
and continuing to build the
cafe
house
and
because they had
things.
just literally just put a new roof on.
Exactly. So
Yeah. So it was first time, one of their first times getting back out into the community
Yeah.
mhm.
and doing concerts like that. So that was cool. And of course, then we went back to Belgrade and stayed at
one more day.
Stephanie's.
We spent
Yeah.
one more day and night,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
left the following
and
day.
then
So
left, got back home,
Yeah.
and that was
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't it because it's never it. There's always something at the end of.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Naomi
yeah.
keeps getting the double S on her.
Shush. Okay, so we were spending the last day in Belgrade. Some of us went to the zoo. Some of us stayed and hung out at the camp.
Okay.
At the house.
At the house. Sorry, not camp. At the house. And we'd been doing the digital tickets. This was the first year, I think,
Yes.
that you could get your tickets digitally and just show them on your phone or whatever, or print them out wherever you were.
Yeah.
And it worked for us on the way there.
Okay. They were doing, mom and dad were trying to do that. And for some reason, my ticket wasn't working.
Right.
Everyone got their ticket except mine. So after working on it for several hours, mom and dad are like, you know what, we'll just pick it up when we get to the airport. So everyone had their ticket except me. Again, I was not feeling good. I should not have gone to the zoo because of the heat. But for some
It
reason,
was rather warm.
I had some kind
It was
of
warm.
bug. I don't know. I caught it. I don't know.
This was
It-
before keto, so
I
it
don't
could have
know.
been literally
I don't know.
anything.
It could have been
I don't know.
literally anything. But like I said, I had to be careful because if I ran too much, I would feel it in my lungs. I don't have that problem now thanks to keto, but my immune system was still recovering from the flu. Anyway,
And pneumonia.
yes. Well, but pneumonia was earlier. This time I just had the flu.
Hmm.
But it was bad. I had the full 7 days. Yay. And we played 4 concerts during that week.
Seriously?
Remember we went to Louisiana?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So
You were like, hey, everybody, don't hug me.
yes. Anyway, so we went to the zoo, got souvenirs,
Yep,
typical
yep,
last
yep.
day stuff.
Yeah.
We left early for the airport to open at 6. And we got my ticket at the airport. And so what we didn't notice was there was a stamp on the end of it. It was like 4 or 5 S's. Anyway,
4,
4.
I think.
SSS.
Anyway, because it happened again when I went with Jacob. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Anyway, so my
It's
ticket's
you. It's
stamped.
something about
She's been
you.
marked.
You-
Anyway, so
That's
my
not
ticket
funny.
was stamped with
Label.
a certain symbol, whatever. Anyway, we get on the plane to Belgrade, from Belgrade to Frankfurt.
Yes.
And
Everything was fine.
Everything was
there.
fine. So I'm still not feeling good. I'm not eating really anything.
Well, the short plane food is crud.
Anyway, but
breakfast is not too bad.
I had a headache.
Was
Some
not
I
too
don't
bad.
know.
It wouldn't be good.
I had some kind of bug. It was headache, stomach, everything. I was just like, I want to get home and go to bed, take a shower. Anyway, hotel actually. Because we were in Knoxville. We were going to anyway.
We were in Houston going.
I'm jumping all over the place. Focus. Okay.
It's okay.
So in Frankfurt, we're unloaded all our stuff, and we had a lot of extra carry bags from souvenirs and stuff. And it being our last year, I don't know.
Yeah.
We just had I remember having a few extra bags, and one of them was full of souvenirs. And mom handed it to me when I got off the plane. She's like, carry this for me, So we're headed to security. So I have my backpack, suitcase. Well, no, because we did trunk. So I had my backpack and that souvenir bag.
Mm-hmm.
And we get up to where they check your passport. And the guy's super nice. He loves bass. We're just talking stuff. And then he's like, oh, man, you need to go down here to this special security check. And I'm like, okay. I just want to get on the plane and get home. Anyway, so dad went with me
Yes.
this time. In Austria, I was by myself. But anyway, dad went with me. And it's just basically a wipe down security check. So nothing really was different. Like in Austria, they made you unpack everything. Here, you just opened up your suitcase
No,
and they
literally.
wiped
In
it.
Austria, coming back home,
I literally
we
had
were
to
quite literally the last 2 people on the plane.
They were calling. I heard American and I was understanding their Austrian and German. I'm
well, the attendant that checked all the tickets and stuff at the gate walked your direction.
yes.
And then I said, I see her coming.
they
and then
rushed
he's
us
like,
on-
okay, well, get her and get on the plane.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway,
Get her and get on the plane.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so we were starting to run a little bit late this time as well in Germany. So we opened a suitcase backpack. They wiped everything down, scanned everything. That was what it was in Frankfurt. It's a whole different story. But anyway, and the souvenir bag set off the alarm. So the guy pulls it aside, starts unpacking it. And there was a tin thing, like what they had used to put cookies, Christmas cookies in. And he's like, he opened it. There's nothing in it. It's just the tin. And he's like, "What? Why do you have this?" I'm like, "It's my mom's bag. I have no idea. I really don't know." So he's like, "Okay." So he left that. He's like, "If you want it, it's just an empty box." I'm like, "I didn't do anything." Anyway,
Moms
then
like
he
that.
pulled out these Peter Russian
Peter the
statues,
Great, something. Yeah,
and they were metal, so they set off the alarm.
of course they did.
And he's like, "Did you go to Russia?" I'm like, "No, they were a gift. We were in Serbia." He's like, "Okay," and he was like his face completely changed. Like, "Did you go to Russia?" I'm like, "No," but it was Russian. Like, anyway,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Sir, this is not my bag." So he kind of figured out that I
Don't
had no
give
clue.
anything questionable to Naomi when you're going on a flight.
They had he finally
Yeah,
got
Naomi
the
doesn't get to
clue.
carry anything
No.
anymore.
He got the clue that I had no idea what was in the bag and I wasn't feeling good. So he's like, "Okay, y'all can go." So we made it.
Y'all didn't make it before they boarded, though.
No,
we were in line,
Yes, we were in line.
and y'all
were
showed
in
up
line.
right before.
So we made
Our
it
line
just
started
in
moving.
We
time.
were praying
Yes.
because I was like, they're not here yet. They're not.
I mean,
here yet.
they
Okay.
called our seat numbers because the
Yep.
plane was so big that they go by sections,
Yes.
and our section was called up,
Yes.
and so we were
And
standing there
this
waiting.
plane sat on the tarmac because they were changing something. So, because I remember watching the
that.
whole Lego Batman movie literally almost before we
I
took
think
off.
one of the wing flaps had broken.
Yes, and then there was an engine thing, and so we were stuck, and I was.
It was a couple hours.
I want to get home. Anyway, so we got to Houston and then stayed at the hotel. I will say the next day I felt a lot better, but those 3 days,
On
we
the 15-hour
traveled back
drive
to
home.
Knoxville,
Yeah.
yes.
And here we are.
and we had a. Did we have a concert? We had a concert.
No,
like,
we
that
never. We
weekend.
did that the first year,
No,
and we
no,
never
it wasn't,
ever
like,
did that
right
again.
after. It was like that weekend though. It was soon after though.
I don't
it was,
remember.
I'm trying to remember
our
when we
first
got
time
back
at
home.
Sutton's.
She's right.
Yes.
Because that was the earliest we had played in a month because it was at 6:00 and
Right.
we usually played at like 7 or 8. And we were still getting used to people speaking English around us
Yes.
because we were like, "Oh, I can eavesdrop on a conversation and understand what they're saying."
What are they saying?
Wow.
That's
Anyway.
funny.
Anyway,
Okay,
Anyway.
so if I'm gonna wrap it up
Yes,
now,
I
we
think
full
we are
floor,
kind of
all
shared
we are all done.
everything.
Everything
These last two
is
have
done.
been a little bit longer, but we hope you've enjoyed. Actually, I don't know because we usually try to start at 10, but we don't always start at 10.
no, we're under an hour still.
Yay! So that's good.
Yes.
We try to keep it under an hour for y'all because we know you have lives that don't revolve around.
Wow.
Oh my
Anyway.
word!
Right.
We hope y'all have enjoyed us going through our mission trips. We will be having a new topic next week, so stay tuned.
Yay!
Getting
And
excited.
John Mark
Just
will be back on the podcast, I think, especially since it will probably be the week after his birthday, so we might do like a little birthday thing. for
Yeah,
Mark
that's a
or
great
something.
idea.
That would be fun.
Awesome.
Anyway, so y'all stay tuned. We'll let y'all know. Thank you for listening in. Thank you if you have already subscribed. That helps us out a lot. Also, if you're up for it, please leave us a review about this podcast. 5 stars is preferable, but
If they're up for it,
if they're up for it,
all they have
if
to
you
do
like
is
stars.
it,
It's like all or nothing. 5 stars.
or
or just
keep your
don't
mouth
leave it.
shut.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
kidding.
Just
Leave an
kidding.
honest review. We
Yeah,
greatly
please.
appreciate it. And share with your friends if you have anybody who maybe has traveled and done mission trips. Maybe
Yeah.
share with them. We'd love to hear from you if you've done
Yeah.
mission trips before. Hear your story, hear your testimony. Or if you're just listening in, we'd love to hear from you anyway. Also, we are on social media. If you have found us through a podcast, that's super cool, and we'd love to connect you on with you on Instagram. Sorry, my mouth gets ahead of my mind. My mind gets ahead of my mouth. I don't
It's
know.
okay.
One or the other. We'd love to connect with you on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, and YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear. I already said that. We'd love to connect with you.
It's all
We
good.
do a lot of fun stuff over there. and it's cool. It's cool.
It is.
So we'll see y'all. You'll hear from us next week.
Yes.
We love y'all. Have a great rest of your week. And as always,
Peace, love, fam.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect the opinions or standard of the family Sowell.
Have a lovely day.